It also has the advantage of, if you talk to as many people as I do, well, pretty much it's a universal fact that somebody's going to be offended by something I said at some point, because I'm kind of dick. And this way, it's nice when they get on the internet and write 15 pages about the many ways in which I'm a horrible person and I damage their delicate sensitivities. I just think, well, there's the video. That's what I say. And it's really nice. It's a simple, effective system, and it works really well. So I am Chris Boden, kind of a dick, and welcome to the High Voltage Lab. This is my toy box where they let me blow things up, which is kind of a cool job if you can get it. So I'm going to share some electricity with you guys. Now this is, normally when you see stuff like this, it's in a museum, and there's like a priesthood of a dozen guys who never get to touch it, and they never share their toys. It's like, come look at the big awesome thing, and then go home. This doesn't work like that. I'm about to show you a toy over here, and I want you to keep in mind as you see this, you can build this with parts from Home Depot in your garage, and it's not expensive. There is no reason that you can't play with lightning in your driveway and make great friends with all of your neighbors. This little one here, now we build big ones. You can build one this size, you can totally do that. But this little one that I'm going to show you right now, you can build this for a couple $100. This is not an expensive thing to do. It actually plugs in the wall with a regular plug. There's nothing special here. So I'm going to run this one up, and we're going to turn 120 volts from the wall into about 200,000 volts. Just take fun. Now this isn't the kind of thing that you need an advanced degree in electromechanical engineering to do. 12-year-olds make these as science fair projects. You can have one of those, and you should. I mean, really. It's really only logical that you should have a machine that throws light. Now let's go a little beefier. Now I'm going to go with one that you can't have at home. In fact, lots of people have made lots of videos telling you specifically not to do what I'm about to do. So I'm going to put on my big rubber gloves. These aren't for safety. I grew up in a dairy farm, so this is just like a comfort thing for me. So I'm supposed to say don't try this at home, but if you have a 200,000 watt power supply in your house and all of the stuff to make it actually work, you're probably smart enough to do this at home. Just don't do it on purpose. Sam, if you would, please. Hit it. Now, on the end of my big stick, I have, I swear to God, it's a knitting needle. And you've all seen the after-school warnings of, don't ever touch a down power line. Well, there's a reason for that. This is what a down power line actually looks like. It's tiny. This little reed right there. Look at that. I just shot a couple 100,000 volts across the room. This is nothing. This is totally fine. It just tickles. The problem is if you actually touch it, it does that. This is only 30,000 volts. That's it. It's not a lot. But there's 100,000 watts behind it. It's so much power it just looks like a line of fire. That's why you don't touch down power lines. So over here, I have a pretty blue box and a big mess because we're changing stuff around. Ooh, Sam! Remind me later today to figure out how to cut this. Because we need it in strips. Okay.
I know exactly.
Cool, figure that out. I'm just going to grab a random piece of shmoo out of here. trust? Nobody. Yes, Americans. Okay, well, trusting you. Okay. This is just bits of aluminum mesh. It's old filter bits from an automotive filter. Do you attest that there is no secret explosive charges or anything? It's just aluminum with some schmutz on it?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to take this bit of, this really is just shredded aluminum foil. I'm going to load it over here on the test stand. I'll put a couple of pieces in here. Who knows how well it'll work? Never tried it in sections before. Yeah, Sam, we really got to put some pieces of that, guys. Now, back here behind the machine, there's an air line so that we can switch it remotely, and there's a plug. And you can see, if you look at the control box, the light just went out on the meter, right? It's all dark. This is the big gray box right here with all the buttons on it. It's right in front of you guys. See, the meter's dark. That's because I unplugged it. This is the plug. You could put this in your living room and plug it in and it would work. Now watch, as I plug it in, the meter will light back up. See? Meter works again, right? I really hope it does, because if it doesn't, it shows it's got really short. Alright. Now, I'm going to take the key from the super secret hiding spot. Arm it. Put the key in, go to arm. Anytime you have a machine with a key that goes to arm, you're having a good day. Okay. Now, you're all about to tangibly learn something. How many of you, raise your hand, know what a volt actually is? I like you. Electrical engineer? Yes, sir. Ah, okay. Most people have no idea. You're all about to. Picture electricity like water in a pipe. Volts are how we measure the pressure. It's the potential difference. Amps is how big around your pipe is. And volts times amps is how much water you can move how fast. Or how fast we can blast it across the parking lot with a fire hose. Volts times amps is watts. We do that part later. A regular AA battery has about 1.5 volts and about 1 amp. So you get about 1.5 out of a AA battery. Car battery is good for about 12 volts and a couple hundred amps. A regular wall socket in your house is 120 volts at 15 amps. Heavy duty ones go up to 20, but most are 15. So 120 volts at 15 amps gives you 1800 watts. This is how you know that the guy on Craigslist trying to sell you the 5,000 watt home theater amplifier is lying to you. There's only 1800 watts in the wall! You can't have a 5,000 watt home theater amplifier. I like you.
How many people got the 11 roughly?
Yes. If you do, you're old. You're old. Okay. It's okay, I'm old too. This is my big red button of science. Your entire house runs on 240 volts at about 100 amps, unless you have like a little West Sider house and that may run like 60 or 80 amps. When you push that button in a moment, you're going to discharge 1,800 volts at 80,000 amps, which is 144 million watts through our piece of aluminum. It will be an energetic reaction. We're going to blow a really big fuse. For about 3 thousandths of a second, you will discharge more energy through that piece of aluminum than every single building in the entire city of Grand Rapids is using at that moment combined. So here's how this is going to work. You're going to hear this sound 3 times in a row. That's when everybody wants to plug their ears. You don't have to, you probably want to. After that, I'm going to touch you on the shoulder so that you're sure I'm talking to you. This is not one of those points in your life where you want any kind of ambiguity. And I'll say clear to fire. When I say clear to fire, you step on the button and hold it down until something happens. I promise you'll know when it happens. I don't get to plug my ears because I have to push buttons so I get my beats. Are you ready? Everybody look out there! Clear to fire. Thank you. You are awesome. That is 144 million watts. Now, how many people have a rough idea what a volt is? And an amp. And a watt. See, you just tangibly learned something. How about that? Now, let's go to anarchy. Everybody follow me.
Did you say anarchy?
Anarchy!
We're following you. It's not anarchy. It's only anarchy if we go the other way.
Monumental pain in my ass. There's a sheet of paper with some stuff to fill out. This is our report card that tells us how bad Melissa did the tour. So everybody please take a minute and take it.
I didn't do the tour.
Melissa did who?
Boosted
Moose did the tour?
Moose did the
Oh,
tour.
I thought you did the tour.
No.
Okay, well, cool. Go away, we're going to talk about you behind your back. Now, this is kind of cool. It's a really dangerous thing to speak in generalities about people, but I'm going to try it. I'm not only going to try it, I'm going to try it twice. None of you know what this is, do you? But you want to, don't you? See? A little bit more practical. Now here's where it gets really cool. That simple thing, those two generalities, none of you know what this is, but you want to. That is a sincere and passionate desire to learn. It's fundamental human nature. People like to explore and learn new things. By the way, all of you have seen thousands of these. In fact, overwhelmingly, all of you probably have one of these. Why? No. There is one of these on your house. Every one of you has one of these on their house. It's a gas meter. This is the inside of a natural gas meter. By the way, if you want to make all the friends, take a gas meter, open it up, put it in a clear box, and put video of it on the internet of exactly how they work. DTE loves it when you do this. I know all of their lawyers. And they are my best friends and will take very good care of us. And we love DTE for providing a valuable and wonderful service to our community. Yay, DTE.
That's on video, right?
Yeah. This is where things get really weird.
Yeah, the video shows sarcasm, so
Yeah, I got
what
that.
you just said is
At this moment, as you can see, we are on television. That camera up there. And this broadcasts over IPTV to everyone on Earth. Why?
And we're on a 5-second delay because of your language?
We are absolutely on no kind of delay. There is, from my mouth to their ears, about 20 seconds, and that's just because of buffering over the internet. There is no tape delay or anything like that. It's absolutely live and off the cuff. There is, it gets worse. Because that's a really good point. Also at this moment, Melissa is standing in the back holding a camera, which will go out unedited to YouTube tonight. It goes out every day. I have no control over who any of you are. And we do this every week. You could be industry magnates and billionaire philanthropists or West Side barflies or anything in between, and we have absolutely no control over who comes in the door. You've all just gotten a full tour of our entire facility, seen every room in the building, every lab, everything we do. You've seen all of our secret sauce. And now, on international television, which is open to anyone, anybody with a cell phone or a laptop can tune in and watch this for free. And there's audio. There's a microphone right over my head, and there's a microphone out there. They can hear me and you. I have no notes. I have no possible way to prepare for this. It's live. There is no net. You get to ask absolutely anything you want without any kind of rules, because this is Michigan and we score dead last in accountability and transparency in our government. And I'm not just the high voltage guy here, I'm actually the president and founder of the company. You can ask anything you want. I swear to God, I've even gotten boxers and briefs. Go.
I can pretty much see that there are notes on your right.
There are notes on my right hand, but it has nothing to do with this. This is my workout this morning. This is how many sit-ups I did and how many squats. Also, my legs hurt really bad. This is, I'm a nerd. I make notes of everything. So, yeah. It's serotonin. It's a thing. If you ever make a list and you check things off the list, your brain makes a chemical that makes you feel good. In fact, you can identify a true nerd if they have like a list of things they have to get done that day, and they do something that wasn't on the list, so they write it on the list just so they can check it off. You've done this. Look at the face right there. She's done it. Yep. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Next question. What do you want to know?
What specifically is wrong with the Cougar robot downstairs?
Which one?
I don't know.
Jeff.
She said it was immovable.
Jeff.
What's wrong with Jeff?
What's her name?
Oh, did Rebecca screw it up again?
She hasn't fixed it yet.
I'm sure she's appreciating that.
The thing that is wrong with Jeff is a German robot, and working with a German robot is a lot like an Old Testament God. There's lots of rules and no forgiveness.
Yes.
And I will have it working in 20 minutes. After, if you want to see it move, I'll go down there and you have to, you basically have to walk up to it and tickle it gently and go, Schnell! And it just works. But you have to swear at it in German or it doesn't work.
I know some German.
Come down and figure out how to, das ist der deutsche Robotermaschine, das Maschine ist verschnickt. And, yeah. But German is not a language with much ambiguity at all. The problem is there's German that everybody knows that you can learn in a book and on the internet. Then there's technical German, which like 3 guys understand, and one of them wrote the damn code for the robot. And
Get a German that says squirrel. It's hilarious.
butterfly is my current favorite.
Butterfly?
In English, we have butterfly. In Spanish, it's mariposa. In German, it's Schmetterling! And yeah, so it's a beautiful language. Love and poetry. Go.
Is it one step away from binary?
German? No, but
2 steps.
binary is handy to know around here. German is more the hexadecimal language. It's exactly what you need. You don't know how to do it, but it's exactly what you need.
If you don't know the word, you can make it up.
Yes, from 8 other words if you need. Usually we do this about questions regarding Kiki.
How long have you been here?
Me?
Well, like this place.
This place,
How long has it existed?
we've been in this building since December 28th, 2010. We've been in existence since 1994. The Deep Group is the oldest and largest nonprofit makerspace in the world.
How long have you been in Grand Rapids?
So we started in 94. We started on Ionia Street.
On what street?
Not Ionia, 344 Ionia, the old Do Good transfer building. That was,
I'm not from here.
we started on Ionia. We moved to Kazoo for 10 years, which was a stupid idea. And then we came back. Kalamazoo is a great place to be from. If anybody is curious of our opinion of the city of Kalamazoo, if you go in the bathroom next to the high voltage lab, you'll notice the sign. There's a big sign in the bathroom that says, "Welcome to the city of Kalamazoo." It was totally not originally a city sign in Kalamazoo. We would never steal one from the great city of Kalamazoo. We love them. They're awesome.
Is it in
The
the urinal?
ATTE. No, it's in the main room.
Oh.
Go take a look at pictures on the internet. Let me try and sue me for that. Next. God, I love my job.
Has anyone ever activated the saw stop?
Twice.
Okay.
And we bought it after we needed somebody to have activated the saw stop. Yeah, if you want to see a fun day, watch somebody break their dentures with a table saw. Just let that one sink in. Broke her dentures with a table saw. Yeah. That's the thing to remember. This building is not your grandmother's house. If you go to my grandmother's house, it's cold, it smells funny, and you can't touch anything. It's like every other museum you've ever been in. Everything here is real. Everything here is for you to play with and touch and tinker with. You can play with this. You can make your own dinosaur, just like that one, and take it home and build it. Or get one and build it here and be the coolest ant ever. By the way, 8-year-olds love those. I don't know why, but it's the idea is this is a place where not everybody gets a medal for showing up. Stupid hurts. Failure is absolutely an option, and usually the frequent one. And that's the point. People come here to build and tinker and make anything. If you want to build a part, if you want to build a product, if you want to build a company, we've had people do that here. And it doesn't matter if you're black or white or straight or gay or rich or poor or fat or skinny, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you have an intelligent, valid idea. And most people don't, so we beat the hell out of a bad idea until it turns into something decent. That's how the world actually works. Everybody's familiar with the concept of a faith-based organization, because this is Grand Rapids, where we have more churches than gas stations. This is an actual faith-based organization. Watch. How old are you?
6.
You're 6, that's this many. You are smart enough to know that if you're working with a power drill, and you drill a hole through your hand, that's going to suck, isn't it? See? So, this is not rocket science! How old are you? You're 14. So you're at an age where you are really, absolutely sick of everybody talking to you like you're missing a few cylinders and completely an idiot just because you're 14. Here's how it works. I'm going to put faith in you that you're not a Muppet. And I'm going to let you use power tools because you're going to come here with a parent and it's not my job to be your parent. I have 2 jobs: to make sure you don't die and you don't break the machine. And beyond that, don't care. Don't care. I will let you, if you want to come in here and build an air cannon that shoots tennis balls with a couple 100 pounds of air pressure behind it, I've built one that's downstairs. You can do that. And I'm not going to say, oh, you might hurt yourself. We have to protect the wee precious children, because that's really dumb. And we have this weird problem. Now, I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong, but I'm betting millions of dollars of my entire life's work on it. If we treat them like they're idiots and can't be trusted with any responsibility, and we never give them any responsibility, what we will get is a generation of idiots that can't be trusted with responsibility. And that's how you end up with things like Trump being a viable presidential candidate. This bothers me! Why?
I've seen the movie The Office.
Oh, yes. Oh, God, yes. I'm living it. So the idea here with this whole building was to create a place with radical concepts, like actions have consequences. You have to be responsible for your own person. You have to clean up after yourself. Weird stuff! I know, it doesn't exist in the world today. That's the point. You can come here and build anything you want. We will not hold your hand. Our job is to make sure you don't kill yourself and you don't break the machine. Beyond that, you can do whatever you want. You can use any tool in the building. We have more tools here than Home Depot has. So imagine if you could walk into Home Depot, pick up any tool, and use it to build anything you want without any limitations. That's the point. And we do all of this on global television. So it's kind of weird. And that concept is really hard for a lot of people to get. Because the guy who invented the cell phone isn't a god. And you could invent the next big thing, the next cell phone, the next whatever. Like, watch, how many people in here know the name of the guy who invented the cell phone? See, nobody knows. Everybody knows Edison. You think I'm kind of a dick. Yeah. The idea is that every one of you has really good ideas all the time. And a lot of really dumb ones. It's just how it works. This is the place to come and take that from something in your head to something in your hands. That's the whole point. And it doesn't matter if you want to do it to build a company and make $1 million, you want to do it because you want to get a degree. It's not the point. You do it because you have a sincere and passionate desire to do that. And my job is to get rid of all of the excuses. And now that you've been through this place and you've seen what we do and you get it, the thing that I want you to take home with you, the thing I want you to remember is the only thing stopping you at this moment from building a company, from building an empire, from building your dreams, from building anything you want to build, is the dumbass excuses you keep telling yourself. That's it. That's all you've got. And I can't fix that, but if you can get over that, come build whatever you want. Any other questions? You can hit me with anything you want. You can ask absolutely anything you
How
want.
much?
$20 a month. It's cheaper than Taco Bell.
$20 a month, unlimited access,
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah. It's $20 a month, which covers 99% of the tools in the building. There are some things that have like an hourly charge on them because you need a babysitter. But it's big giant stuff, like the auto hoist. If you put a car on a hoist, it's like $5 an hour. Because I need to make sure you don't drop a car in.
What's the CNC mill?
It's got an hourly charge because the electricity uses. It's the big lasers, the auto hoist, the CNC machines have an hourly charge. The manual ones don't because they don't use nearly the electricity. And the filament for the 3D printing stuff, we only charge for the things that cost a pile of money. And the filament's pretty cheap, but we use so much of
Make
it.
it out of pop box.
I wish we could.
You can.
You can build the extruder. I've got prints for one. Work that out. You do that, I'm there. It's one of those, it's a really great idea. It's a really bad
You have
idea.
prints?
Yeah, I got the prints. I got a machinist down there designing the prints. We worked out an extruder, we got the ram set, we got the heater, the cooler, the hopper, the grinder, the whole nine. Go have a stab at it because he doesn't have the time. I've got him on a rotary spark gap. Beyond those handful of things though, which is like less than 1% of the tools in the building, everything else is $20 a month. The idea, last year it was $40 a month. Last year, as of New Year's, it went to 20 because the point of this building, the reason we're here, is access. I want to get as many people as possible. And at 20 bucks a month, I can get a hell of a lot more people access to it than 40, because 40 is kind of hard. That's up about like, it's still cheaper than cable, but it's 40 bucks a month, and you're not going to use it every day. At 20 bucks a month, it's like 5 bucks a week, and that's stupid easy. That's the point, is get it accessible to everyone. And I'm going to do that until we can't handle the amount of people that are coming in the door. We add new members every week, every day. And
So if I'm not here in 6 months, is there a commitment?
no, it's once a, it's
Just
it's
check
by
it.
the month.
Because I
You-
may not be here in 6 months.
You don't have to. You can get a day pass. You can do it for a day, a month, a year, lifetime, whatever works for you. We don't do contracts and all that crap. It's dumb. I'm not the phone company. That's kind of the point. The idea is to get it as simple and accessible as we possibly can. Next, you had a question.
You mentioned lasers. Do you have a laser cutter?
We have a laser lab. We have a laser engraver, it's a little toy thing. We have a laser cutter, which may or may not work today. It's a persnickety thing. We have a for serious laser cutter coming this year. Like put that table in it and cut things out laser. Yeah, it's a big production machine, but they're like 150 grand, and that's not going to happen until probably mid-summer, until we actually have it in and up and running. But there's a full laser lab downstairs full of things to play with if you just want to learn about lasers.
I like that stuff.
Okay, the laser cutter's coming. We've got a little one in stock, but you're not going to like cut steel with it.
Do you have a plastic cutter?
Yes.
CNC or just?
No, manual. The CNC plasma cutter we had, I took apart for pieces because it was 1987 vintage and it sucked. But we kept the box out of it, which is a big thermotron.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. Oh my god, awesome. And I want to put a better handheld wand on it because it was designed as a CNC unit. But it's like $1,500 and I got to get around to doing it. So if you know somebody who wants to help with that, I'm all for it because we've got the expensive part. I just need a wand. So yeah. Next question. Go.
Do you have a system for different people to collaborate on projects?
Absolutely.
things like that?
It's actually a fundamental part of our ethos here. Everybody who signs up signs the waiver, which, by the way, is the funniest waiver you'll ever read. Here, I'll pass a few of these around so you can check them out. Just start passing them. The waiver is actually 3 documents. The first is a massive release of liability, which says if you drill a hole through your hand, you can't sue us because you're an idiot and you drilled a hole through your hand. The second part is a model release that says, the second part is the non-disclosure agreement, which is a backward NDA. The idea is that out there in the real world, it works like, this is mine, and I will patent it. I'll make millions of dollars, which is really dumb in a research environment. Here, it's backwards. So that you can walk in the door and be a master of robotics. You know how to do mechanical engineering better, anybody. But you don't know anything about the electronics side of it. She does. And he's a master welder, and he's awesome at plasma cutting, and this man has forgotten more about ink and paint than you and I will ever know. And the idea is that you can walk in here and be like, I got this thing, and I got it like I can do, but I need the, can you help? And it's that collaborative environment. And he can't steal your idea, because you both signed the NDA. So you can say and share anything you want here, and nobody can steal it. And if it's super secret, we can even turn the cameras off in that room so that people like to keep it locked. And we do that all the time for patent enforcement and stuff like that. The third thing in here, going right along with that, is a model release. So if you've always wanted to be a model, here's your chance. You get to sign a model release because it means that we can take your picture and put it on the internet and not pay you for it, because everybody here gets their picture taken and put on the internet, and that's just part of the game. Did that answer your question?
Yep.
Cool. Next, go.
I want to learn how to design in 2D with vector graphics.
Easy.
How much help could I expect of that?
We have God-class licenses for everything Autodesk ever made. So
Yeah,
we
but-
have all of the software.
Yeah, but I want to do
You want someone to hold your
something
hand?
simple. And there's a million things it can do. I just want to do 2 or 3.
And there is help
And I don't
available.
know where to look for them.
You walk in the door and you say, I want to learn some basic 2D, and we grab a guy and they walk you through the basics of it. It's not going to be a comprehensive class. We're not going to take months and months and do that. But for something that simple where it's like half an hour, yeah, we're here for that. That's the idea. We'll help you to learn, but we're not going to teach you. If you go beyond that, where it's getting into advanced stuff, we're going to say, read this website. We'll point you in the right directions and help you to get accurate and intelligent data, but we're not going to lead you through it by the hand. That's not, take a class at CC for that. Next, go.
Storage space, I see some people's stuff laying all over the place. Is that just the thing, they just leave it laying around? Or is that-
Usually it's because it's an active project. If you're actively working on something, like you're here every day working on this project, nobody's really going to give you any flack about it unless you're like blocking fire exits or something. If you leave something and go away for 6 months, when you come back, he's going to have taken half of it for parts, and he's going to have part of it for another project, and she's going to burn
As long
half
as
of
it's
it.
just stuff.
Yeah, so,
I don't know,
but
but okay.
that's how it works. Storage is a per case basis.
Okay.
Next,
What's this about explosive diarrhea?
it happens. Taco Tuesdays. This is what happens when you when you create a social group of antisocial people and the whole place runs on smart and smartass. This is what you get for the waiver. Okay. Why do you think we like her? Whole place runs on snark and smartass. It's what we do.
I like it. And sarcasm.
Yeah.
Field requires 16.
It's lovely. Are there any other questions? Cool. Anybody who's interested in signing up, go over here. I have one thing to ask of you, and it is a really awesome thing. We have,
They're on the table.
they're on the table. They're on your tables. We have these things, the little Amazon cards. Okay. How many of you know what Amazon Smile is? Most people don't. I like you more and more. All right. Amazon Smile is the exact same thing as Amazon.com. It's the same company. They sell the same stuff, the same prices. It's same. However, Smile.Amazon.com does one really awesome thing. If you go on Smile.Amazon.com and you set up an account here, it takes about 5 minutes, and there's like, we tell you how to do it in 5 easy steps. Everything you buy on there, 0.5% of the profit, Amazon's money, not yours, gets donated to the nonprofit of your choosing. If we can get thousands and thousands of people to do this and pay for the Geek Group, we get to make maybe a couple $1,000s a year. Right now we make about $300 every 3 months, give or take, $200 or $300. It's tiny, but it helps. And a lot of people spend a lot of money on Amazon. So what I'm asking you to do is take one of these home with you and spend 5 minutes so that you can get a warm, fuzzy feeling for not having to actually do anything different than you're already doing. You're still buying crap on the internet. You're still spending the exact same amount of money, and I'm not asking you for any of your money. This is Amazon's money. They don't add it onto the price or anything like that. This is just a thing Amazon is doing to create a really giant tax loophole. And if they're going to donate the money somewhere, well, let's send it here and actually help make the world a little bit smarter. That's what we do. So everybody take one of these home and share it with whomever you like. A lot of guys standing where I am with the job that I have would be here right now saying, you need to sign up and you need to get involved and come and be a... I'm not selling it.
Sounds like a help.
Yeah, I don't care. Because all of you fall into one of two categories of people. Either you're nerds, and you get it, and you're wondering, why the hell am I just finding out about this place now? I don't have to sell it to you. You're already in. And the other half of you are like, I don't get why people... Okay, cool, I understand. Go home and watch Honey Boo Boo. You are not a nerd, and that's okay, and that's fine. I know! So,
Look at the history channel.
yeah, I know. I did not build this place because I believe in the We Precious Children and I want to give the whole world a big fuzzy hug. I built this place because of one simple reason. If you think of any problem in the world, any problem, any large-scale problem in the world, okay, and I'm talking like famine and war and pestilence and that level stuff, they all have the same cause. All of them! Stupid people make bad decisions and actions have consequences.
So now we're back to Trump.
Yeah! My job, the thing that gets me out of bed in the morning, is to make less stupid people. To teach people that really outdated radical concepts like critical thinking actually work. That's my job. I don't care what you think. I honestly, in my heart, don't care who you vote for. I care that you think. And this is the place for people to get off their butt and get off of a screen and pick up a tool and build something. I want her to grow up and become an engineer. You can do this. Wow.
I believe that critical thinking is put here as a bad thing.
Yeah. Yes, we'll make you do it. It's terrible. For some people, it actually causes them physical discomfort. It's really fun to watch.
Can we vote for you?
No! I'm not running for dog catcher. We have the best election ever. Think about it. This is, no matter what happens this cycle, we get to make history. Because either we get the first woman president, the first Jewish president, or the last president. No matter what, it's going to make the news, man. So, you know, it's going to be cool. Thank you, everyone, for coming. If you're interested in becoming a member, go over there and assault that man in green shirt. That is Sam, and we love him. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of the Warrior. Thank you. You are in so much trouble.
Camera?
Vlog camera.
Uh-oh.
Because when I get yelled at for this, there's going to be the whole thing out there. So, do you have anything in your pockets?
Keychain?
Okay, you don't have any programs in your pockets?
Programs?
Programs. You have no programs, like just handwritten in your pockets?
Nope.
Perhaps on a floppy disk?
Nope.
Okay, because USB won't work with the robot computer. It runs on Windows 95. And USB didn't exist yet. Come here a minute. Now I know I asked you, when you were done with the robot, to put it in a tone position.
Sure.
And cool, not an unreasonable request. You didn't leave the robot in a tone position, but that's okay, because I got it into a tone position, which took doing because now nobody has touched the robot but you and I, okay? Do you see a problem there? This is a game of what's missing from this picture. See how we're in the program? There's no objects there.
Okay.
It's tool day.
Uh-oh.
And I came down to make the robot do its coolness. And the programs that we've had in this robot for years, for a decade, are not
Gotcha.
there.
I see.
Where are my programs? And more importantly, my programs are pretty bad and don't really do a whole lot, so that's okay. They're handy as learning files. The important thing is,
The ones that
where
go
are the
with it,
programs that the smart people spent weeks putting in there?
I do not know.
Find the programs. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to yell. The reason why is, at this moment, I do not have a problem. That may change. At this moment, you have a problem. I'm going to be cool and let you work the problem.
Alright.
If you can't find the programs, let me know and I will try a miracle.
I was planning to come here for just 10 minutes to check how the restart went
The restart?
So-
What restart?
from last time.
You
'Cause
did
I
a
mentioned,
restart?
because we talked on the way out the door.
We did?
We did.
Did you talk to me
On
on the way out the
Wednesday.
door? Okay.
On Wednesday when you were talking with Moose about grants.
And my head was in
Before the
grants
end.
and not paying attention to the robot.
We did kind of talk.
Did you restart the robot?
So,
Because I had to restart the robot today. Because the robot was locked
okay.
up. And
That's why I was trying kind of to check on.
yeah, I did a restart. She came back fine. The thing to remember when you do that, RDW.
RDW.
RDW. It's going to ask you what if you never reboot the robot on your own, but you will get to a point where you
Okay.
do at some
I
point.
was not trying to reboot, it was accidental.
At some point you will
That's
have
the
to do it, but as part of the restart cycle, it's going to ask you RDW or registry down here,
Okay.
and you're going to choose RDW or registry. Always choose RDW. If you
RDW.
choose registry, nothing happens for a month until Mr. Kidwell comes out, and him and I have to take a whole day, and there's a lot of swearing, and what the hell does that word
Kidwell,
mean?
the guy that you mentioned.
Yeah. No, the guy that I mentioned to you, we're going to hope really hard doesn't watch this blog yet.
Oh, are you blogging this?
I am blogging this.
You're mean.
And you have until business start tomorrow in Germany to have that fixed. Because if he sees this before it's fixed, he will kill you. Because
From Germany.
From Germany. He's actually good enough he can do it. I've seen what he can do remotely. But he's the guy who wrote the program. That's Dominic Vogel.
Okay.
He won't kill just you. I'm on the block for this too. So, no pressure or anything. I love my job. Hey Sam,
Yeah,
what you doing?
making a mess.
You know this is broke to hell, right?
Yeah, I know
Okay.
it's broke.
The bending part isn't read.
The cutting, only the cutting part? What?
Did you look in the hard drive?
Yeah, I looked in the hard drive. I looked in. I found all kinds of stuff in the hard drive, but I didn't find all the programs.
That's the only thing I've been at.
What do you got?
Well, here's mine
Where were they?
in the hard drive. How's that plug going?
I hate you so much.
So, robot started off, and
Then why is there
yeah, I
nothing
haven't been
there?
in the subfolders.
They're supposed to be in there. No, I went down and looked. I was like, okay, well, here, okay, yeah, nothing, normal stuff. Okay, maybe documents, because it's weird. You know, it's a mission-specific computer. So I went looking around. Okay, well, oh, system. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
I am planning to be here for the full day
Back
Monday
up.
if you want me to look at things more, but
What do we
the
have
folder I've
here?
been looks just like it has been.
This here, machine data original, is a sacred file, and you're going to want to copy it off and study it.
Okay.
You can go down in archives. First off, you rock, thank you. Second, you can go down in archives, and we actually have brand new, still in box, floppy disks. So you laugh, you mock me, but you're overlooking something. Come here.
I'm not
We
mocking
have
you.
brand new in-box 3.5-inch floppies, and you're going to be damn thankful we do, because you can't buy them at, you know, Office. Well, actually, you probably still can. But in here, there's a floppy drive. It's tucked in there, but there's a floppy drive in here.
I believe you.
And I'll show you how to open all this up and get into here. But you use the key. The key is always on the side. But there's a floppy drive in here, and you need the floppy drive to add and remove programs. Really? It's such a pain in the ass. It used to be that you would open this up and there'd be a CD-ROM drive and a floppy drive.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Next question.
Hit
Do
me.
you have a backup copy of all of these programs
Yes.
that you would be eager to
Yes,
lose?
we do. We do. Mr. Kidwell has a copy in Detroit. And there are copies of things here. All the original software, the CD-ROM drive, everything is stored here. Also, there's a super secret book that you did not see. You never saw that book, and you should totally never read that book. That book
Really
contains
not noted.
that book contains things that you absolutely are not supposed to know. Memorize it. So let's see if we can make this work now. So everything's up here in R1, and let's just go for fast yoga because we know it's safe. It's got the clearances. The submit interpreter is armed. Acknowledge operator safety.
I feel safe.
Do you feel safe? I feel
feel
safe.
safe.
All right, let's.
Safe enough?
Everybody's safe. Okay. Okay, green, green, yellow. We're gonna go home. Look at that, she's moving. We're gonna go home nice and easy. Hey, Batman? I'm an idiot and a horrible person, just so you know. All the programs weren't lost, they're just in a very non-obvious folder because Germany.
Well, at least she was able to fix her mistake.
She was able to fix her mistake and my stupidity all at once.
In 5 seconds.
In 5 seconds,
Don't
which
forget
is
that.
the best.
Exactly why you surround people with being smart.
Yes. Robot works. Look at that. Happy robot.
Happy
It's
Chris.
working. I'm happy, robot's happy. The whole crowd hates you. Deutschland über alles. It's good. All right. See, I yelled at you for nothing, and I'm a horrible person.
Well, I knew that. All right. I got what I came to check on.
You came, it fixed, the reboot's good. Rebooting it either works great and happens in 10 minutes, or it's 3 days of hell.
Okay.
A lot of it has to do if you choose RDW or registry. Guess how I learned this? See, the dumb mistake
I'll
of
bet
it
it
with the
took you
robot
3
today.
days to learn it.
Oh God! See, that's the thing. I don't know a lot on a robot, but what I know really, really well because I had to suffer a lot to get there, and I'm hoping you get to do the same thing.
suffer?
Yes, shouldn't be the only one. That's sexy. Look at that. So here's all our power inputs.
Yes. Awesome. Okay, we talked once
So now we can hot swap
You
the battery
two could
boxes.
learn robot stuff together. Now we can hot swap. Well, we can't hot swap them, but yes, we don't have to rewire the damn thing to change the battery boxes. So this is the 4-bay box. This is the 2-bay box. I would dearly love to find a way to put a fan. Have fun, thank you. To put a fan on the front of this to blow air in, and a couple vent holes out here to blow cool air in.
Well, I think if we just do vent holes, it'll probably be enough. Because with this thing, it barely got very hot because it had air blow and, well, it's also aluminum, but
Yeah.
I don't know how we'd really power the fan.
Let's try it with just vent holes. Give me a series of 1-inch holes. Come in an inch from the end, and then do 1 inch, like a 1-inch hole with a 1-inch space, 1-inch hole and a 1-inch space, and like that. Just 2 rows down the sides.
Look at the silencer, yeah.
I'd put them straight out the sides, and we'll see how well that works.
Okay.
And just drill right through.
Doesn't always work.
I believe in you. Hey, you've got this all cleared up. All right, we're gonna set up the battery charging system.
Question: can you run your battery charger off an extension cable?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
It doesn't draw a lot of power.
So that's the only way to get power over to here. So run.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. But all right, I'm gonna make a battery charging station. I'll be back.
Noted.
So this is your RFI shielding? Mm-hmm. Cool. Dog! Hi. Bye. Okay. So what are you gonna do with that? You gonna bend it? Break it? What?
Oh, that bit?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that yet. It's a little early to be making those kinds of decisions.
God, you're weird. Vicious attack dog. Yes.
Went to let dogs in, and Mackie had a moment of, oh wait, I was supposed to.
It happens. Battery charging workstation version 1 is coming together. We've got our danger disposal for bad cells. And I gotta get some storage set up, but this is just, I'm taking the entire collection of batteries at the moment. Storage charges on everything. This is our long-term storage box. It's a big black metal box. I'm gonna put some of the flammable stickers on there. If somebody wants to send in stickers for danger lithium polymer battery storage, I'll put them on the thing. That'd be kind of cool. But I got my big charger going here. This is gonna be the working set. I'm actually charging these. These are gonna be batteries that I'm gonna be flying like tomorrow. The weather gets nice in the next day or so. So I'm putting a charge on those, and everything else is getting storage charges and heading into the box. So that's nice metal desk with a metal backstop. If anybody wants to help, we need ammo boxes. They have to be metal. You can get cheap plastic ammo boxes, that won't help, but we're gonna take ammo boxes, drill a little tiny like 1/8" pinhole in the back, and we'll store batteries in them. But you want to drill a hole because you want to vent them in case the battery lets go. You just give it a little vent. But I want to get we need about half a dozen ammo boxes, just various sizes, because usually what we're putting in them is pretty small. I mean, that's our biggest battery. So, why?
I found the little ones. Put them on the ammo box.
It's flammable liquid though.
Oh, it is.
I'm gonna have the internet check out and see if we can get danger flammable LiPo batteries, actual stickers.
Sure.
Hi. Wipe that off before you put it in its final place, please. Okay, thank you. That's the hardest possible way to get there, but okay. She doesn't know where the hell she's going. Oh, so that's accomplished. It's not done yet, but it's on its way. How's it going, Sam?
It's going.
Is it working yet?
It's being temperamental for sure.
You gonna put the thing on top?
Didn't like that.
You didn't like it? What do you mean it didn't like it?
It didn't really make much sound at all.
It drove the tuning out and it wouldn't resonate?
I don't know, but it would give us maybe a 1/4 inch arc off the rim, but over a lot of the rim. Didn't seem to like it.
Show me.
Well, here, I just made some changes. I'm gonna try.
Oh, okay.
Don't like that at all.
What? What's the problem?
It's breaking out here. I had it up, coming up around, and it
Yeah.
just keeps breaking out on the wire.
It's okay if it breaks out on the wire. What we don't want is it breaking out here. I don't want the wire down inside. That's
I
the
tried
thing.
that. I tried that.
Okay.
Having it up on top.
Yeah, we can't
Don't
have
like
the
that
wire
at all.
inside. Can't. Well, don't like it. It breaks out up on top. We can't have the wire inside. Absolutely not.
Just confused because the little one ran for years with it inside.
And that was a little one, and this is different. The little one was wrong. Just because it was wrong and it was okay for a long time doesn't make it right. It means it was wrong and it was okay for a long time. This is right. It is a fundamental rule that you don't run wires inside the secondary coil form. It's just bad form. Yeah, I didn't make that one.
I'm just kind of confused.
No, if it breaks off on the wire a little bit, I'll deal with it. That's okay.
Well, the trouble is that it burned the wire off.
It burned it off and disconnected the wire?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, shit.
Which might be why they had to have heavier wire here. Because that's heavier than the rest of the coil.
That might be the solution. Gonna break out right there, that sharp bend. It might work. I like Batman's solution of we just solder on a heavier gauge wire down here and then run a fatter wire like a 22 gauge up. Oh, yeah, hold off. That's what it's doing is it's pulling the frequency too low, the resonant frequency. Alright. Oh, that's something. Yeah, we got a little breakout here, but I'll live with it. Hey, I know how to fix that. I got an idea. Here. If you were to take a piece of wire like this one, and you were to put that piece of wire. Now I'm just doing this ugly, but you can make it pretty. You take this piece of wire and put it right here, like that. Where's the wrench? Where's the wrench?
7/16.
You were to wrench this down a little bit. Not a lot, just wrench down a little bit, like that. And if you were to have this wire go right over that wire, it should, and you put this like that. I don't know if it'll work with it insulated, but it might. Give it a shot. Notice how there's no breakout from the thing. The problem is there's barely any breakout from the top. Where does that crank up and down?
Can this piece of wire be insulated and prevent breakout?
No.
No.
No,
Just
no.
go right through the insulation.
Yep. Fire it up.
Much voltage?
Plastic? Well, it's really wiggly output, but it's loud enough to work to a small crowd. It's quiet enough to talk over, and we fix the breakout issue, because what we're doing is by having the high voltage come back out over it with a breakout point up here, it shields it.
It's doing that with all of them after the first song.
That's why we added the thing. Your shielding isn't shielding enough.
I don't know how much more shielded you can get from that.
I'm going to leave it as it is for now.
Paul really needs to just work his magic.
No, we need to, I'm going to leave it as it is. We'll build a next version that'll it'll be a bigger coil, and we know we have some proximity issues, but for what this does, this is good. I'm just going to let it ride. So please put it back up front, and it'll go off to...
Why do you have proximity issues with this one when it's farther away than the other one was?
It's more efficient. It's a better design. But we've got a show this week, and I want to get this out, and I want to get working on the rotary gap. So this one's done. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. So, yeah. Quality shield enclosure there.